recommend up to $8.5 million in settlement.
All right, colleagues. Excuse me, Mr. Previn. Mr. Previn, you're disrupting this meeting. You're yelling out. You're standing in the middle of the aisle by the. I don't understand what you're doing, sir. Was there an issue? And no, you're still disrupting the meeting. We're going to wait for you to either sit down or be escorted out. Pick which one. Okay, go ahead. You can be escorted out. You're still disrupting the meeting. I gave you an opportunity to sit down. Please show him out. Thank you very much, Previn. Thank you. Mr. Previn, I asked you to please leave. I gave you 3 chances. I've already warned you. You were done. Please, we'll see you later. We'll see you tomorrow, I'm sure, or Friday. We're going to wait until you leave.
Don't do it.
Sergeants, please go ahead and show them out. Thank you very much. You continue to disrupt this meeting. You've been asked several times. You know the rules. You're here every single council meeting. You know all the rules. So now we're waiting on you, Mr. Previn, to leave council chambers. Do you think you can behave and follow the rules for the remaining portion of the meeting?
He wants to sit, as we say in our meeting, sit on.
No, okay, you're shaking your head no. Go ahead, please. Sergeants, can you please escort him out of council chambers? You're just disrupting this meeting. We're in the middle of voting on very important issues. You're at the podium. You're yelling across the room to the sergeant-at-arms, disrupting the meeting. You shouldn't even be at the podium, and it doesn't make any sense. So you're taking the time out of the general public who's here to hear deliberations and the people's business. Mr. Previn, we're waiting on you. You're continuing to disrupt this meeting by not leaving. You've been asked to leave for various disruptions and multiple disruptions of this meeting. All right, do not yell out, please. Do not yell out. Mr. Previn?
For the record, he's continuing to yell out.
Yeah, he's continuing to yell out, just for the record. Thank you, Mr. Previn. I'd like to continue on with the work of this body. Still yelling out and standing there, please. Thank you, Mr. Previn. All right. I apologize to the audience and who's here today that had to wait for that disruption. With that, let's go ahead and continue. I believe we were on 48. First half of 48. So we can go open the roll on 48, close the roll, and tabulate the vote.
13 ayes.
The second half again on the funding source as a recommendation. And so we'll go ahead and open the roll, close the roll, and tabulate the vote.
12 ayes, 1 no.
Okay, thank you very much. City Attorney has something to read in to the record.
Two of the approved settlements that we just did, Wynn versus City and Case, Aguilar, and Maxon v. City, the council found the settlements are in the best interest of the city, and the city intends to make an inter-fund borrowing or advance from the reserve fund to pay the settlements on an interim basis, which loans or advances will be refunded or reimbursed with the proceeds of judgment obligation bond issue. A resolution regarding such intent was separately considered and adopted. Any issuance of judgment obligation bonds would require further council approval, which would be considered by council at a later date.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead, folks, and go into closed session on item 49. And we have a representative from the mayor's office, if nobody objects to that. So we'll ask everybody to please step out of council chambers if you're here and not a city employee, particularly on this case, or from the city attorney's office.